Hello, this is Horror Studio One, and this is my unedited podcast. Hello, this is Horror Studio One coming to you guys once again with the unedited podcast. Ooh, I like that sultry voice. How's everyone doing today, man? First time doing a podcast in the year 2019. I hope you guys enjoyed the 30-minute videos I did yesterday. I'm going to try to do longer videos these days. I've been doing a lot of stuff, been really busy. As you guys do know, I don't just do this YouTube channel now. I have other stuff going on as well, but I'll always remember what my OGs are, and in that case, this YouTube channel will be my OG. So today, the topic I want to talk to you guys about is a very strange commercial. Now, for those with Asian, who are Asian or who are Chinese, put in the comments below if you guys are, or have seen or heard about this strange app that happened in Hong Kong, actually, in the Christmas night, which is December 25th, 2018. So about 1 week, like 10 days ago or so ago. Basically, it's a very old style ad that popped up. It was in the midst of, they call it the golden time frame for Hong Kong television. It is the time between 9 and 11 p.m. at nighttime, where basically the Nikes, the Adidases, the Levi's, like the big brands will do their ads, the Apples, that kind of stuff. But this is also an Apple app. It's actually not Apple company that we know, not our iPhones. It is actually called Apple Advertising Production Company. It's very strange. The style of it was extremely strange. It was grainy. It had like a weird soundtrack to it. It basically was playing like an old 90s song they had back in the day. And it just randomly popped up for 5 seconds. It would continuously pop up for like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds throughout that whole period and even until now. Now, this has created an urban legend in the Asian Hong Kong culture of people thinking, like, what is going on? Now, there's many things that have created this kind of phenomenon, I can say, where basically the leading television station of Hong Kong had to come out and talk about this whole situation, explain that, sort of had to debunk it. But I don't really believe that their debunking is true, because it does save them some face from doing this. Now, why it was such a phenomenon, mostly because it was Christmas night. A lot of people were at home watching TV. That's number one. Number two, very interestingly, the song that was playing was actually a song of a very popular singer in Hong Kong who was having a concert at the time. And once this commercial came out, that very famous singer suddenly had an accident at his concert. Now, a lot of people are saying this is some kind of like a premonition. Some people think it is. Some people think it's like a threat to that person to tell him to stop doing whatever he's doing. But why is that case? Now, that singer, his situation was that his throat was infected. He was ill. He was sick. He wasn't able to continue performing. He had to cancel the rest of his concerts all throughout that time period, all the way to 2019, January. So a lot of people are speculating, why is that the case? Well, this random ad pop up at that exact time that this guy was to get injured or ill to the point where he was unable to perform anymore. Now, that's one conspiracy theory. It has to do with that. Another conspiracy theory for the people that live in actually Hong Kong. Now, I am from Hong Kong, so I know a lot of data on this. It's very interesting. If you guys don't know, Hong Kong used to be a place that was ruled by the British. Okay, and after 1997, it was actually handed over back to China, which is where it's predominantly Chinese people, Cantonese-speaking people, in which they live in Hong Kong, so it kind of makes sense. Now, the situation is, in 2013, Hong Kong made global news with what's known as the SARS epidemic. If you guys don't know, it was basically, if you guys see an Asian person wearing the face mask, kind of like that kind of mask, that's where that came from, because mostly of that SARS epidemic that happened around 16 years ago. And during that time, exactly at the SARS epidemic happened in mid-April of 2003. But in 2002's Christmas time, the exact same app popped up. Not exactly the same, but definitely by the same producer, same style, same, weird lettering, old, grainy kind of lettering. Even for 2003, 2002, it was like old and weird. And then a couple months after that, the SARS came up. Is this a sign of tragedy? Is this a premonition for all things that are tragic? That's what some people in Hong Kong are legitimately thinking about. And I get the kind of like the fear of what's going on, because SARS was a thing that if you guys search like SARS 2003 Hong Kong, it was like freaking insane. Like it affected so many people's lives. Like it's become like a cultural thing. It's ingrained in people's memories. It's as if like, like a war happened, they were invaded. It honestly, I can compare it to 9/11. I'm not like it is like, because a lot of people died. A lot of people had to be like doctors and nurses and patients had to be put in secluded areas of the place of the city, and people were afraid to go eat outside. Everyone was just stuck in their homes. Like this is I think like the cultural the event like culturally equivalent to 9/11 for the U.S. Like that's that crazy. So think about that. How they're feeling right now with this whole situation. Now, a lot of people have done a lot of research because this thing has become so big, and they found out that it was basically made by this late 80s, early 90s ad company that was known to make ads with a television station and produce a lot of those ads. But the whole situation was, they're thinking it's like the company's owned by that owner's brother, and this is their ploy to come back. And which kind of makes sense. Like, it's very ingenious on some levels. It may be a fluke. I'm thinking it probably, I don't know. Like, my personal opinion is I have a lot of theories going on. I don't want to believe any of it is true. I just want to believe that we're all just over-exaggerating this whole thing, as humans usually do. But the whole situation is a lot of people are thinking this is a ploy for these brothers, this ad company that was relevant, like 30 years ago to come back. So they deliberately made this like, whoa, like, semi-creepy Reddit Let's Not Meet, Reddit paranormal kind of like urban legend type ad, just placed it on this, like the golden time frame over everyone's watching. It's like the Super Bowl where everyone's watching. It's like, holy fuck, why is this like 90s commercial PSA suddenly playing? It's like, whoa, what the hell's going on? It could be that, or it could just be a fluke. And actually, it was debunked that the people have actually come on and said, yeah, it was just a fluke. They were actually trying to. They said it was trying to like celebrate, give positive energies to the people of Hong Kong by having this ad. It's like fireworks in the back and stuff. I mean, it's not like anything creepy, but I think it's because it's not anything creepy that it's becoming creepy. Like if they were deliberately made like, a ghost girl from The Ring climbing out of the TV, or some like really freaky like Walking Dead type grainy ad, like it's trying too hard. All right, it's trying too hard. But the fact that it is not creepy, it is supposed to be positive, but then it's just so out of place, and all the other events has coincided so perfectly. It is actually quite crazy. Now they take it back in time as well. They say in around 2003, that time period, once that exact, like it wasn't exactly, but it was definitely by the same people, and it was definitely very similar. Once that came out, like that was a time period when essentially the person from China brought the SARS virus to Hong Kong. And that's how that started with that whole situation. So that's what the people are thinking. Could this be like, who's behind this? Could it be the government? Could it be the TV station and the government? Like they're telling us something, or it just be like a premonition by like, paranormal, supernatural forces, if you will? Or is it just all a coincidence? Or is it, I don't know, is it a sign? You know what I mean? Because everything has just matched in too perfectly. Yeah, so if you guys don't know what it is, it's called the Apple Company Advertisement Hong Kong. You guys can probably find some links and facts on it. A lot of them will be in Chinese, but there'll definitely be some English ones. It's a strange urban legend that's passing around in Asia right now. It's very strange because Asia does not have a lot of these urban legends, so I myself am very surprised to actually see something like this go down. So if you guys want to know more about it, you guys can definitely do some of your own research and find out more about this whole situation as well. So yeah, that is the end of today's podcast. Thank you guys for continued support. I want you guys to give your thoughts on the bottom, what you guys think. And also, I want you guys to tell me if there's other urban legends you guys want me to research and or talk about in the future as well. If there's any similar ones. I feel like there's a lot in the States where you guys are from, because I actually was in the States last year. I think I told you guys that I went to Arizona, Sedona for a little bit for my birthday. And yeah, I mean, there was some vibes there. There's some vibes, definitely. Some vortex. I think I talked about it in a podcast, actually. If you guys don't know what the spiritual vortex is, very strange stuff going on. That's what I'm saying. It's so unique for that to happen in Asia, because in Asia it is like there's no urban legends. Like everything's been debunked. Like especially Hong Kong. Like I'm from there. Like my family's from there. I'll be honest with you guys. if Hong Kong people, the number one priority in life is money, and then second is family, and then third is buying a house. So they don't have no time for that friggin' urban legend kind of stuff. But this has become so friggin' huge, it's exploded. I think it's a cultural shift that's happening, and for me, it's good because I like this kind of stuff. That's why I do this kind of stuff. So, anyways, guys, HS1, I will be talking to you guys soon. Tell me what podcast you guys want me to do for the unedited, and I will be doing that for you guys very soon. I love you all. I love you all. Oh man, that just sounded really creepy, I guess. All right, bye. Peace.